Channel is the MMA guys, and we're finally back at it. We have the UFC 326 Holloway versus Oliveira 2 for the BMF belt, and we're just gonna look into it, man. We're just gonna do the predictions, and it's not the best card. It's really not the best card. They were supposed to have like a better co-main than that. Nothing happened in the end. But we'll just start with the Max Holloway versus Oliveira fight. What a phenomenal match! First off, you know, I'm thinking for my pick, I find myself to be going Max Holloway, but I also think that the people are forgetting Charles Oliveira has a 74-inch reach. Okay, he has big power. Max Holloway does have a good chin, but Charles, with his straight shots, has very good accuracy and power, and he's going to be looking to grapple actively in this fight. It's going to be a very hard matchup for Max Holloway, I think. I think that he's going to knock down Charles a couple times. Does he finish that fight? It's not clear to me. It's such a beautiful matchup. I mean, in my opinion, it should be a co-main event type of fight, which sounds bad to say, but realistically, with the Paramount $7 billion deal, man, the idea that this is a main event to me is kind of crazy. But I love both of those fighters so much. Um, I'm gonna go Max Holloway to win with volume. I think he's gonna take rounds and he's gonna be able to be safe on the ground. But at the same time, I can really see Charles just snatching up something and submitting him. One of the things that I do think can happen with Max more than with Dustin and Justin and all those guys is that if he gets a knockdown, he's gonna go in the guard the same way that Islam did. Now, he's not going to really have a submission threat all that much, but I can see him doing damage. I can see him cutting Charles open and everything, and I'm thinking that the lightweights are having trouble keeping up with Max Holloway's speed, and I'm going to pick him to win that fight. 60-40. I think Charles is very live in this fight as an underdog as well. Next, we have Caio Borralho versus Rainer the Ritter. To be honest, I think Rainer is more live than people are making him out to be, because we know that his last fight, there was like a health situation going on. And, he's beaten Whitaker. Now he's losing to Brendan Allen. It's kind of like, okay. How much sense does that make? With that being said, I think Caio has good grappling. I think he's a big fella, too. That's one of the things. He's bigger than Whitaker. I know Whitaker's moving to light heavyweight, man. He walks around 235. I don't give a fuck about this, guys, realistically. In there, Whitaker's always been kind of a small middleweight. And now, since he knows his career's done and he's not getting another title shot, he's moving up to light heavyweight. That doesn't mean anything. But Caio looked bigger than Imavov in there. He looked physically strong. I doubt Rainer the Ritter is going to be able to do much when it comes to the grappling, taking him down and stuff. I think the knees, though. I think the clinch work with the knees and stuff is live. But with the fighting nerds, I think that's also not that crazy of a weapon if you train for it. Like, he has great knees, but Caio's going to be good in the clinch. He's going to be moving. He's a lot more mobile than all of those plotty middleweights. I'm thinking Caio's going to win. If it's a 3-rounder, I think it's going to go decision. Yeah, it is a 3-rounder, I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking it's going to go decision But I wouldn't be surprised if Caio got like a late finish. I'm gonna pick Caio Baralho to win this fight. Next we have Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. And to be honest, I'm a little bit in the middle because I know that Rob Font got finished his last fight by David Martinez. But now David Martinez also beat Cheeto, who did beat Rob Font back in the day in a phenomenal fight. It's not clear to me whether Rob Font has been fraud, like has been checked because he's old, because he's like 38, 39 years old. So it's very possible that now he's like complete father. And Raul Rosas Jr. is going to run through him. But David Martinez has 2 ranked wins. Am I going to start acting like Rob Font is father because he lost to David Martinez? I don't know if I can say that. I think we're in like one of those weird spots where if Rob Font isn't washed, I don't think Raul Rosas Jr. is going to get him. That's one of those picks where if you're wrong, you're completely wrong. Like it's either Raul Rosas Jr. is going to get him down every round and hold him there. And when you look at the fraud check that Rob Font has done, and that was Lucas Tracy's kind of argument. It's like you have Adrian Yanez that he bodied, and then he also beat. Who did he beat? Kyler Phillips. Those guys are strikers. Even David Martinez was a striker, and he didn't get the chance to beat him. And David Martinez looked solid in his fight with Cheeto, but he didn't look like a world beater or anything. Raul Rosas Jr. is going to actively look to grapple. The only kind of references that I have for Rob Font grappling are against Corey Sandhagen, where I got 50-45 while Corey had a fucked up arm. And Aldo, who was getting a bit outstruck and just started grappling, and he was able to get him. I don't think that Rob Font has great grappling. I think he's getting old. Cardio's not working as good. I'm thinking Raul Rosas Jr. is going to get it, unfortunately. I think Raul Rosas Jr. is going to beat Rob Font. Fortunately, actually, I don't know if Rob Font's still. Yeah, he's ranked number 13. So Raul Rosas Jr. is going to be in the ranking. Next, we have Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. Oh, look at these records, man. Okay, I'm going to pick Michael Johnson to beat Drew Dober. I know there was like the race things, and people are going to be, Drew Dober, body cam not activated, something like that. Dude, Michael Johnson has been looking good. Drew Dober has been looking so goddamn bad these last few matchups. So, I'm going to pick Michael Johnson to beat Drew Dober. But I know how inconsistent Michael Johnson is, so he could very well get absolutely mollywopped and get KO'd brutally because Drew Dober does have big power. That's one thing he definitely has. Michael Johnson's just too quick for him, I think. I think he's going to get him. I think he might even finish him. So I'm going to pick Michael Johnson to beat him. But this is one of those matchups where, dude, this card is very hard to predict. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's a very hard card to predict. Next, we have Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira, which that's a very good matchup. I'm going to pick Gregory Rodriguez to beat Bruno Ferreira. I think he's going to finish him. I think he has good takedown entries, a good takedown, and a good ability to grapple. I think he has the range advantage. Yeah, he's going to have a reach advantage. Bruno Ferreira is super low volume. And with someone with power like Gregory Rodriguez, he's not really going to be able to crash into the distance without getting absolutely hammered with shots. So I'm going to pick Gregory Rodriguez to beat Bruno Ferreira. Next, we have Cody Garbrandt versus Xiao Long. I've never seen Xiao Long fight. Cody Garbrandt isn't good. This guy hasn't fought in the UFC yet, unless I'm mistaken. Okay, he lost his last fight to this guy. He beat Kwang Lee. Kwang Lee's like a dude. That guy's gonna lose to Cody Garbrandt. That guy's gonna lose. Cody Garbrandt's gonna get a win against Xiaolong. Next, we have Dante Johnson's versus Cody Brundage. I know Cody. I'm pretty sure Dante Johnson has won his last 2 fights. Oh, he's only won against Cedric Dumas. I'm gonna pick Dante Johnson because Cody Brundage can't win in the UFC. Alberto Montes, is he that guy who got the big KO on the Contender Series? Let me see. Oh, nice. We have nothing. Dude, I think Alberto Montes. I think he's live. Venezuela. The reach this 11-1 against Ricky Tercios. I'm gonna pick Alberto Montes to beat Ricky Tercios. I'm pretty sure I've seen him have a big KO in Contender Series. Ricky Tercios is pretty solid, but damn, they're matching him up. Like, they always match him up with good prospects, I feel like. Sopaj, his last fight. Yeah, Bernardo Sopaj, Raul Rosas Jr. Before that, he won against this dude who I have no clue that is. And we can't see anything else. So, there's that. But they're matching him up. They're doing him a bit dirty. But he's pretty good. I just think Alberto Montes is one of those that's going to get him. Cody Durden versus Yammerjal Two-Man Durham-Burrow. Bro. Who is that guy? I'm gonna pick. Damn, he's 9-1. What's his fight in the UFC? Right, he lost to Hernandez, split decision. I'm gonna pick Cody Durden to beat that guy. I think Durden is gonna win via wrestling. I feel like those guys from Mongolia and stuff, they don't really have that takedown defense like that. Next we have Suma Durji versus Jesus Aguilar. I think Suma Durji is going to beat the brakes of Jesus Aguilar. I think he's going to outstrike him the whole time. I think Jesus Aguilar might get a takedown, but he's not going to be able to actively grapple the whole time. And Suma Durji is just so much bigger than him. Well, bigger. Crazy. But he's a bigger frame. He's going to... Damn, he's dense. Jesus Aguilar is a dense lightweight because he's super short. And look at this reach, man. Yeah, I think on the feet it's gonna be terrible for him. And Suma Durji is taller than 5'8". He's like 5'10". I think he's even taller than Charles Johnson. So, you know, I see something here, dude. What is this? Holy! This is a numbered card, guys, by the way. Okay, this guy, I have no clue that guy is. I'm going to pick this guy who lost one of his fights, got kind of fraud check, but I'm going to pick him over this dude because this dude just doesn't look that good. Gustavo Bolaños versus Zhang Yang Li. Oh, Zhang Yang Li is going to beat the absolute break of Gaston Bolaños. Lee, wait, is that the guy that I'm thinking about? Oh. I know, bro. This guy got a win over Blake Builder. And then he got flatlined by Emil and lost to Santos. That was at UFC 315, which I was live for. So I remember this. Damn, Johnny Only is not that good. But Gustavo Bolaños is just really not good. God, why is my computer lagging like that? Okay, I'm gonna pick Zhang Yang Li to beat Gaston Bolaños just because Bolaños is really not good. Those two are not good though. Nuke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato. Oh man, what's his record? 6-0 against Rodolfo Bellato. Oh my days, I'm not gonna watch this. I don't think. Why is this so long? So Rodolfo lost to Paul Craig and like had this like weird moment in the fight. Is supposed to beat someone. But then again, I think he did get a good win at some point. Close fight with Sterling, but Sterling always has close fights. And then Jimmy Crute, but Jimmy Crute keeps winning. Jimmy Crute is like the worst fighter that keeps winning. Look. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see it, but 2 first round submission. Okay, I'm going to pick Rodolfo Bellato to beat Luke Fernandez. So the picks are Rodolfo Bellato, John Young Lee, Nurgoze, Suma Durji, Cody Durden, Alberto Montes, Dante Johnson, Cody Garbrandt, Gregory Rodriguez, Michael Johnson, Raul Rosas Jr., Caio Borralho, and Max Holloway. Those are going to be the pick for this, card. UFC needs to deliver because Paramount stuff hasn't been doing good for now. I hope you guys like the video. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know what you think, especially about the main, co-main, and Raul Rosas versus Rob Font. The main card is horrible for a main card, but as a hardcore, those are all matchups I'm interested about, kind of. So let me know what you guys think, and till next time.